Namaste, yogis. Happy Thanksgiving if you're in the United States and you're celebrating. I know that this is a bit of a controversial holiday, but I like to focus on the aspect of gratitude that permeates this holiday, or it does in my experience. So I want us to, first and foremost, we'll get standing in a second, but I want us to think of three things that you're grateful for. I want you to just take a second here. You can close your eyes, you can look around you, see if maybe there's something obviously in front of you that you might want to feel grateful for. For me, my first thoughts are my two animals that I am grateful for every day because they bring me such joy. Among many, many other things, I try to take the time to cultivate gratitude, to think about gratitude every day because it's something that we often forget. So take just a second here and come up with a list of three things. It doesn't have to be three things, it can be one thing that you want to focus on feeling grateful for today. And once you have your one thing, your two things, your three things, I want you to meet me standing at the front of the mat. My dog sheds a lot, so you might see some fur floating around. So come to stand at the front of the mat in Tadasana, feet hip distance apart, toes facing directly in front of you, feet parallel. Roll the shoulders back and down, lightly engage the core, and bring your hands to prayer at heart center. This is called Anjali Mudra. It is the mudra to open the heart, to cultivate gratitude, to cultivate love. And like gratitude, it is often not even recognized in yoga. We have our hands in prayer in so many positions, so many poses, and we don't take that time to stop and recognize what it is that we are doing. It brings the polarities together to balance at the heart center, at the center of the chakra system, where the upper chakras meet the lower chakras. And it is a place where we can focus our attention to cultivate love and gratitude. So here I want you to take your hands a little bit away from you. Keep the bottom of your hands together, the pinkies, the fingers, and create a little hole in your prayer hands, in your Anjali Mudra. And in this hole, I want you to visualize that which you are most grateful for today. Visualize that energy, that thing, as though it is so delicate, like a baby bird. And you want to keep it safe in this space, but without hurting it. So just visualize this delicate thing for which you hold gratitude, and then slowly bring your hands back to prayer at heart center. And if they're not already closed, close your eyes. Take a deep inhale through the heart, through the palms together, through the mudra. And exhale back out through the heart. Inhale through the heart center, where your hands meet your chest. And exhale through this same place. Another breath here. Focusing the attention on that for which we are grateful. We will come back to this mudra throughout the practice. We will come back to focus on those things for which we are grateful throughout the practice. And we will also focus on giving and receiving of energy, of visualized goods or goodness, so that we can also receive the love that we give in this life. So that is the weaving of this practice. One more long, deep breath here. Release the mudra. Inhale the arms down, around and up above the head, and exhale, chair. Lengthen the tailbone away from you, engage the core, shoulders away from the ears, big beach ball above the head. Hold, warming up, weight in the heels. And release, forward fold. You can keep it easy to start, keep the legs bent. Maybe gently swaying side to side, warming up the spine. Let the crown of the head be heavy. To decompress, allow the blood to run the opposite direction. I suppose anatomically it doesn't actually run the opposite direction. But a change in perspective, a change in the pace of the way the blood flows. And then bend the knees deeply, tuck the chin, and roll all the way back up to standing. Inhale, reach above the head. And exhale, press the airway to the sides. Now clasp your hands behind you, open through the heart space, lengthen the palms, the clasped hands down towards your heels. Lift the heart space towards the sky. Inhale here, and exhale, chair. Opening through the heart space. Sink the weight in the heels. Look down and make sure you can see your toes. Heart opens. Lift the palms away from you, or the butt of the hands away from you, the heels of the hands. I'm not sure what to call this. Leave me a note in the comments below if you have a better word for our clasped hands back here. And exhale, release, forward fold with the clasp. Release the clasp, inhale, half lift. And exhale, plant the palms in between, to the left of the right foot. And set the left foot back. Lizard pose, you can keep the left knee up if you'd like. I'm just covered in dog hair, please excuse. You can leave the left knee up if you'd like, or you can drop it down. We're just warming up the body, so keep it easy right now. Don't worry, we'll get to some harder stuff later. And then step it back to plank. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Second chaturanga to downward facing dog. It's been a while since I've done second chaturangas. This feels good. And bend the knees. Hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. And inhale, roll all the way back up to standing. Reach for the sky. And exhale, press the airway. Clasp behind you, reversing the clasp this time. So funny thumb on top. Open through the heart space, lift, smile, and sink into chair. Keep the smile. Lengthen the tailbone, engage the core. And release, forward fold with the clasp. Great shoulder stretch. Let the crown of the head be heavy. Weight comes forward into the balls of the feet. And release the clasp. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, step the right foot back. This time, hands on the inside of the left foot, lizard pose. Just beginning to open up the hips. See what feels good to you this morning. And step the left foot back, plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Second chaturanga to downward facing dog. You can walk it out, shake the hips left to right, stretch out the side body. Come up onto the tippy toes, actually. Lift the hips high, and then bring the heels over to the right, pressing down through the left hand. Just let's start with a nice improvised side body stretch. And come back up onto the toes. Bring the heels over to the left and drop them down towards the mat. Press through the right hand, open through the right side body. And back to center, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, squeeze it between the elbows and step it down. Inhale, high lunge. That back knee should be lifted. You can keep it bent, however, if this is a stronger balance for you. Keep it bent, lengthen the tailbone towards the mat, hips underneath shoulders, or you can press that left heel away from you, straighten the back leg. Hands to the sky, palms energetically pressing towards each other so that your arms are engaged. And exhale, release. Plant the palms, step it back, plank. Spread the fingers wide, give me a good plank, and bring the right knee in between the elbows, followed by the left. And the right, 10. 1, 2, left, 3, 4. Squeeze the core, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Chaturanga to upward facing dog. Optional, obviously. Second chaturanga to downward facing dog. Perhaps it's not obvious, but second chaturanga is always optional. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, squeeze between the elbows, step it through. Inhale, high lunge. Second chaturanga is optional, but highly recommended. It's just a lot of fun. Press the palms energetically, so they're not touching. They're about shoulders distance apart, but energetically squeezing them together like you're holding a block or a ball or something like that in between your hands so that your arms are engaged here. But make sure your traps are relaxed. You let the shoulder blades relax down the spine so they're not up by the ears. Press the right heel away from you. And release. Palms to the mat, plank, and 10 more knee-ins. So squeeze the right knee in, 1, followed by the left, 2. Core super tight. Press through the base of each finger, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Second chaturanga to downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, squeeze the knee between the elbows, step it through. Inhale, high lunge. From here, you can take your hands to your hips or wherever they end up. You don't need to keep them in any particular place here. So we'll take the left foot back into the right of the right foot. So in a curtsy lunge, keep the weight in the right heel, bend both knees, gently touch the left knee to the mat, and then come back to standing and leg lift to the side. So I'll show you from the side. Step the left leg back and around, back to the right of the right. Bend both knees, touch the bottom knee, left knee to the mat. Step up, side leg lift, okay? So we'll do 10. I'll just keep facing you for ease here. 1, 2, keep the weight in the right heel. Keep the right knee behind or above the ankle. 3, core for balance. 4, use your hips to lift the left leg. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then come back to high lunge. Take your hands back to prayer at heart center. Keeping a long flat spine, core engaged. Bring your weight over the right thigh. So you want to try to have a long straight line of energy from the crown of the head to the back heel. Now with the weight, most of the weight on the right leg, I want you to bend the left knee, gently touch the mat, come back up 10 times with hands to prayer. Remember, you're grateful for this practice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Back to high lunge. Inhale, reach, and exhale, plant the palms. Step it back to plank. This time, knee to elbow. So right knee to right elbow, squeeze the obliques. Left knee to left elbow, 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Chaturanga to upward facing dog. Second chaturanga to downward facing dog. You can always walk it out in downward dog in between vinyasas. I usually don't keep a static downward dog. I'm always moving the legs, the hips. So feel free to do the same. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, squeeze the knee between the elbows. Step it through. Inhale, high lunge. Squeeze those arms together. We'll hold it here for just a sec. And now you can bring your hands in front of you. This seems to be where I keep my hands in these lunges. And I'll face you once again for ease. Take the right foot back and around, curtsy lunge. Gently tap the right knee to the floor. Press, back up, and leg lift. And curtsy lunge, press back up, leg lift. Weight in the left heel, we'll do 10. Curtsy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Back to high lunge, facing the front of the mat. And bring your hands to prayer, leaning over that left leg this time. Try to have a long line of energy from the heel to the crown of the head. And then bend the right knee and lift it back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keeping the weight over the left. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Inhale, reach. Exhale, plant the palms. Step it back. Plank. Knee to elbows. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the core. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Chaturanga to downward facing dog. Come back to the breath just a moment here. And shake the hips left and right. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, high lunge. Now, this is going to be a bit of a tricky one. So bring your hands to prayer. And we'll have some modifications so you can vary based on how you're feeling today. So I want you to bend the left knee and launch forward into warrior three. Hands to prayer at heart center. Square the hips, left heel to the sky. You can Barbie point the left toes, bend the right foot. Knee, bend the right knee. Stay here. Or reach your hands above your head as though you're giving on an exhale. And on an inhale, bring your hands back to your heart space. We'll just do these 3 times. So inhale, bringing the air to the heart space, the love, the gratitude, the energy of the world. And exhale, give it back. Inhale, receive, hands to heart space. Exhale, offer it up to the universe. Inhale, receive. Exhale, offer it up. And then you can step back, high lunge. Great job wherever you were. Plant the palms, step it back, plank. Right knee to left elbow, left knee to right elbow. So opposite knee to elbows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Second chaturanga to downward dog. Inhale, the left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, high lunge. Hands to prayer. Remember, as you bring your hands to prayer, to conjure up that for which you are grateful. So each time, not just in this practice, but in all practices, when your hands are in prayer, that is an act of love and gratitude. So when you bring your hands to Anjali Mudra at the beginning, at the end, during meditation, take a second to just conjure up that feeling of gratitude, that powerful, powerful feeling of gratitude. And from here, we're going to try that warrior three on the left side. So again, you can stay in warrior three with your hands in prayer, or you can inhale to bring the love and the energy and the goodwill of the universe to you, to your heart space, into your physical form. And as you exhale, give it back out, as though you're giving your offering of yourself, of your love, of your heart to the universe. And then on your inhale, bring it back in. Okay? So bend the right knee to launch forward into warrior three. Square the hips. You can bend the left knee if you'd like. Core super tight. Neither hands to prayer. Or inhale to you. Exhale, give it out. Inhale, receive. Exhale, give it away. Inhale, receive to the heart space. Exhale, give it away. Give it back. Last one. Inhale, receive. Exhale, give it back. And then bend the left knee, high lunge. Great job. And plant the palms. Plank. Knee to opposite elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Second chaturanga to downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Open the hip, bend the knee. Left knee to the sky. Press equally through both hands. And then drop the right foot behind you. Flip it over, lift the hips, wild thing. Lift the space between your shoulder blades. Press the space between your shoulder blades to the sky. And come back over. Right leg up. And step it through high lunge. This time, take your hands to prayer. Lean over your right leg, left elbow to right knee, prayer twist. Remember to come back to that for which you are grateful. Inhale, coming back up, and exhale, plant the hands on the inside of the right foot. Drop the left knee down, lizard pose. And you can take the left knee even farther back and bring your forearms to the mat. And walking it back up. Hands on the inside of the right foot. Bring your left knee up, squeeze your right knee into the right shoulder, and then lift the foot, squeeze the knee in. Hold, hold, hold. And step it back, plank, chaturanga to upward facing dog. Second chaturanga to downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, high lunge. Hands to prayer, prayer twist. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, plant the palms on the inside of the left leg, lizard pose. You can either stay here or move that right knee back a little farther. Come onto the forearms, deepen the stretch. Come back onto the forearms, lift the right knee, come onto the toes of the left foot, squeeze the left knee into the shoulder, lift the foot, and squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze as high as you can, and step it back, plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Second chaturanga to downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Come onto the toes and try to bring your right shoulder underneath your knee. So you can either bend the knee on the triceps, on the back of the triceps, or you can try to straighten the leg here. And we'll do 3 push-ups. 1, 2, and 3. Step it back, plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Second chaturanga to downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up, open the hip, bend the knee, knee lifts to the sky. Press equally through both hands. And then drop the left foot behind. Lift the hips, lift the heart, wild thing. And flip it back over. Bring the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Try to bring your shoulder, so you need to come onto your toes probably. Try to bring your shoulder underneath your knee. You can either straighten here or bend, and 3 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, step it back. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Second chaturanga to downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, high lunge. Now take your hand over to the right side. So maybe you have to bend the knee deeply. Come bring your right hand to the floor on the right side. And bring your weight onto that right hand. Straighten both legs. Flex through the feet. Lift the left hand up and overhead. And maybe reach up over your head so that you're stretching your left side body. Now, I know this looks a little bit odd, but I promise it feels amazing. And then back to center. You can walk your hands back in towards the foot. Step it back, plank. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Second chaturanga to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, high lunge. And then take the left hand to the mat on the outside of the body. Straighten both feet. You come onto the outside of the left foot, inside of the right, and reach the right arm up and maybe overhead. Stretching along the whole right side body. It feels amazing. And coming back to the front, link, chaturanga, upward facing dog, to child's pose. You can bring your hands to prayer above your head with the pinkies on the mat. Or if you'd like to have a bit of a tricep stretch, you can bend the elbows and bring the prayer above your head. Shark fin pose. I'm pretty sure that's not the official name. Now take a few deep breaths here, coming back to those things that you thought of at the beginning of the practice. Bringing them into the safety of your hands, of your prayer. And then release, walk your hands back in towards your body. Bring your knees hip distance apart, lift up onto the knees. Press through the tops of the feet. Bring your hands to the back of the body, fingertips pointing up or out. Lift the heart space, press the hips forward first, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and come into camel pose. Giving your heart to the universe for everything that we have to be thankful for. And coming out of it, child's pose. Coming onto all fours, bring your feet around to the front for some more awesome reasons why we should be grateful. So, grab onto the backs of your legs, lean back, engaging the core, come onto the toes. Open the heart towards the sky so that your core is engaged. Lift the toes off the mat, fingers behind the ears, and we'll do some elevated bicycles. 20. Right knee to left elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And then come down onto your forearms, and with your legs either straight or bent, do clock legs. So this might be difficult with my little mic pack. So clock legs, bring the legs over to the right and back up and to the left. So you might need to bend them all or part of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll just do 10, 8, 9, and 10. And then coming down onto your back, you can keep your knees bent at a 90-degree angle. Press your lower back into the mat and bring your toes to the mat, keeping the legs at the same angle, same 90-degree angle. So 1, 2, 3. Make sure that your lower back stays in the mat. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now we'll switch one and the other. So 1, 2, we'll do 20 of these. 3, press your lower back into the mat. 4, 5, 6, 7, really squeeze the core. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, almost there, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And then bring both feet to the sky. You can take your hands underneath your bum for support if you'd like. And then drop the right foot towards the mat, keeping it flat, keeping the legs straight, and then switch left foot. We'll do 30. 1, 2, really squeeze the core. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, try to go slow. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, halfway, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring the knees into the chest. Good job. Great job. I was trembling. Give yourself a big hug. Now bring your feet into your hands. Bring your knees in towards your side body. Happy baby. Lengthen the tailbone towards the back of the room or back of the mat. And then bring the right ankle over the left knee. Squeeze the left thigh in towards the body for pigeon on the back. You can straighten the left leg if you'd like to deepen it at all. Grab behind the calf. And you can stay here or shimmy your hips over to the right and bring everything over to the left. Try to lift your right knee high. Look over your right shoulder. Coming back to center. Other side, left ankle over right knee. Bring it in. Pigeon on the back. Straighten the right leg if you desire. See how that feels. Maybe that changes the stretch. You can stay here or shimmy your hips over to the left a little. And then bring the right foot over to the mat. Left knee high, look over the left shoulder. And release. Come back to center. Take the soles of the feet together, knees apart. And bring your right hand to your belly, left hand to the heart. Close the eyes and take 3 full breaths through the heart space. Imagining the energy, the love of the universe, of your family, of your friends, of everything around you entering through that heart space. And as you exhale, your love, your energy, your gratitude, giving it back. 3 breaths. Now release the legs long, hands to the side. You can release any shape to the breath that you were striving for and just allow it to be what it always is. And now take this time in Shavasana to allow yourself to reflect on those things for which you are grateful. Allow the images of them to enter into your consciousness and to fill your body with warmth, with joy. And stay here now for as long as you can, as long as you're able, in this gratitude practice. And I will definitely see you next week. As always, I'm grateful for you. From my heart to yours. Namaste.